Welcome to a new lesson in the trading course from A to Z. In today's lesson, we'll explore market structure in depth, market trends. To begin, it's essential to understand that the market follows three primary trends. Uptrend. This trend is identified when each high is higher than the previous one, and each low is also higher than the previous one. Here we focus on buying opportunities rather than selling. Downtrend. This trend occurs when each low is lower than the previous one, and each high is lower than the previous one. In this situation, we look for selling opportunities rather than buying. Sideways trend. In this trend, highs and lows tend to overlap, indicating a period of consolidation or distribution. Identifying true highs and lows on the chart. Now let's dive into today's main topic: how to recognize true highs and lows on a chart. Before we get into the methods for identifying true highs and lows, we need to understand a crucial concept. Inducement. Inducement is essentially a liquidity withdrawal. In an uptrend, it represents a downward withdrawal of liquidity. In a downtrend, it represents an upward withdrawal of liquidity, breaking inducement and confirming the break. To accurately identify true highs and lows, the last liquidity withdrawal, inducement, must be broken. A single condition confirms this break: the close. After discussing how to identify highs and lows, it's time to dive deeper into some important terms. First, break of structure in an uptrend. As we have learned, an uptrend forms when a high is higher than the previous high and a low is higher than the previous low, which is the crucial condition indicating the continuation of the trend. When the previous high is broken, this is simply called break of structure, which means the uptrend is continuing. In a downtrend, similarly, a downtrend consists of a low lower than the previous low and a high lower than the previous high, which is the only condition for the continuation of the trend. When the previous low is broken, this is known as break of structure, indicating the continuation of the downtrend. Second, change of character. In an uptrend, when we have a high higher than the previous high, the condition for trend continuation is to break the newly formed high. But if the low formed between the two highs is broken, this means the crucial condition for the continuation of the uptrend has ended, and this is called change of character. And reverse the trend direction. In a downtrend, we have a low lower than the previous low, and the condition for trend continuation is to break the newly formed low. But if the high formed between the two lows is broken, this means the crucial condition for the continuation of the downtrend has ended, and here a change of character occurs, indicating a reverse in the trend direction. Now we will practice what was explained in this lesson on this simple example, and in the next video, we will apply it practically on the chart. Just by looking, it's clear that this part of the chart is an uptrend, as each high is higher than the previous one, and each low is higher than the previous one. Why is this a high and that one is not? The answer is simple: because here, the inducement was broken, whereas here it was not. The lowest point between two highs is the true low, like this one. If the high is broken, which happens in an uptrend, it is called a break of structure, as seen on the chart. If the low is broken, there is a change in direction occurs that is known change of character, as seen here. Just by looking at this part of the chart, we notice a downtrend, as each low is lower than the previous one, and each high is lower than the previous one. If the low is broken, which happens in a downtrend, it is called a break of structure, as seen here. And if the high is broken, there is a change of character occurs. At the end of this video, if you liked the content, please hit like. If you didn't, hit dislike, and leave the reason in a comment. To follow the rest of the course in upcoming episodes, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell.